I'm fine.
This is KUGAN CASSIUS for IFL TV. We're in Saudi Arabia ahead of Day of Reckoning this Saturday night, live on DAZN. I am with Lyndon Arthur's trainer, mentor, Uncle Pat. Can I call you Uncle Pat?
You can call me. You can definitely call me Uncle Pat.
Love it. Pat, first of all, you've been out here in Saudi Arabia, a very different setting to what we're all normally used to back home in England. But how have you found Saudi Arabia, first of all?
You know, I found it a great experience. I mean, being here now and seeing some of the fighters that are over here, and it's like, you know, it's kind of like a dream come true, really. You know, to be on such a big undercard like this, and as I said before, to take Lyndon from the sidewalk to be where he is today, and fighting the biggest fight of his life, of his career.
Me and you had a conversation a few days ago, and this is what you were talking about, kind of from where these kids were, like, say kids now, they're men now, but when they were kids, guys like your nephew Zelfa and Lyndon, to bring Lyndon onto what is probably the biggest card there possibly has ever been with the amount of talent on it. So to do that from that is some achievement for yourself as well.
Yeah, that to me is like winning a world title within itself, to be quite honest with you, KUGAN. I mean, there's a lot of people that would dream and would love to be part of this show, and for us to be featuring and fighting one of the best pound-for-pound fighters as well on the show, I mean, it says a lot for Lyndon. And the way I see it, this guy is just a human being, you know, 2 arms, 2 legs, an head, the same as, no different from what we've got. And in this state and situation, I've always looked at every fight we've always had as a world title fight anyway. So we're going into this fight with absolutely nothing to lose, but everything to gain.
Speaking to Lyndon only a few days ago, and he's kind of put it out there very clearly. He hasn't come down here to Saudi Arabia to lay down and lose. He's coming to win the fight. So regardless of what people's opinions are about what his chances are, obviously we know, we're not silly, we know Bivol goes into the fight as a favourite, but you've seen enough of Lyndon, and you've seen enough of flaws that you could exploit in DMITRY BIVOL for you to believe that Lyndon can do this.
100%, 100%. And it's like I said, I mean, look, me and Lyndon have been a team since he very first put a pair of gloves on. He's never gone through phases where we've been through trainers and this and that. Yeah, of course we have had disagreements. Sometimes they don't want to listen, you know. Sometimes you have to learn the hard way. But we've always still been a team, and we've been 10 years, over 10 years together, working together to get this far. So it makes job life a lot easier.
When I asked Lyndon, because obviously the process behind putting this card together was done very quickly, especially when you look at kind of the calibre of names that are on the card, to get this together in a short space of time was pretty impressive. When I asked Lyndon how long he had to think about it when it was first put to him, and I said, did you straight away said yes? He said, I didn't straight away said yes. I had to go and kind of think about that fight being offered to me. But from your perspective, what did you think when it was first suggested to you that Lyndon could face DMITRY BIVOL in a few weeks, basically, from back then?
You know what, I had to really think about it, because I knew 100% it was going to be a very tough task. And it wasn't just physically, it was mentally. But our training that we did was all mental, and you know, it came through it. It was an uphill climb, but as we did it before with Zelfa was winning the fight, and we did it in the same kind of time. I do believe they trained all their life. As long as they don't abuse themselves, then they can do anything they want.
Lyndon's been pretty relaxed the last few days here, but how do you think he's feeling right now? Obviously, we've got the press conference later on. Today's Thursday, so still a couple more days, but nerves started to kick in yet for Lyndon, do you think?
Listen, we'd be lying if we didn't say that nerves don't kick in. It's part of the job. No matter what you do at a high risk, nerves will kick in. It's just how you deal with them nerves and how you control yourself. You know, it's more the platform that makes you nervous and being on it. But to me, it excites me and it infuses. it makes it more like, oh, there's more after this. There's a lot more to come after this. So you want to get past this and get to what more to come.
Card is stacked. Majority heavyweights. I think Lyndon's fight's the only fight that's not a heavyweight fight on the card.
Yeah, well, we're light heavyweight. We're not far. We've got the heavyweight in it.
No, actually, we've got a cruiserweight fight there because he just reminded me J.R. Pataya is behind us and he's fighting Elisaro. So there's two fights that are not heavyweight fights on the card. Black Flash celebrated its 10-year anniversary recently.
Yeah, we had a show last Saturday what went really well. All the lads in it, 10 years, decade have been doing this game. And that's what I'm saying, bringing Lyndon through it. It's been a decade to be here now, 10 years to be here now, fighting the biggest fight of our life. Zelf has done it, so yeah, and hopefully we'll be here another 10 years after this.
Wow, 10 years ago. So you started Black Flash when you were 60, so that's quite some... I'm just doing the maths. 10 years ago when you were 60, so obviously that's quite some decade that you've had there.
So what you're trying to say, I'm 70 now, I'm doing the maths now, so 10 years ago that would put me to 70. I think
no, I weren't being rude, I didn't know how old you was. I didn't know. Oh, yeah. No, sorry, you was 30. No. How old were you? I don't even know, Pat, I know you're...
10 years ago, you know, let's just say, you know, take... I don't know. 40,
well, anyway, it was 47.
47.
Oh, I wasn't that far out, only 13 years out, sorry Pat. But yeah, it's been some journey. Obviously you've put together your own shows, assembled a very, very good assembly of fighters that have mixed it at all levels, so a lot to be proud of there.
100%, 100%, and I always will be. And no matter what the outcome is here, I'm always going to look at, this is going to be memories that will never forget me and Lyndon. We've done a great journey, we've done it with Yard twice, you know, and we're doing it here now, so, you know, it's unforgettable.
And another thing I spoke to Lyndon about, I always kind of get with, you know, boxing critics and that, if you're not fighting someone who they deem is worthy for you to be in the ring with, you get criticised. If you're fighting the elite, which DMITRY BIVOL is, you get criticised. I mean, you can't keep everyone happy.
No, this is boxing really, and as you know, there's an old saying, the media, they break you, they make you and they break you. So you're right, you can't please everybody, but it's, you know, it's the way it is. You know, if we win it, everything will be great for us. Everything, our life will change, our world will change, everything will change. If you lose it, everyone will say, oh well, we knew he was going to do it. So you're absolutely right. That's why I'm saying we're coming here with nothing to lose but everything to gain. Do you know what I mean? You know, the pressure ain't on us, it's on Bivol. Because they're already talking Bivol's next fight, but like Lyndon doesn't even exist. Do you know what I mean? And
Do you find that disrespectful?
Do you know what? I find it very disrespectful. But again, it's like I said, it's more of an incentive to say, oh right, you know, I mean, you know, we overlook little things, and you have to do that in order to get the big things.
Okay, well listen, yeah, we've got the press conference later on today, weigh-in tomorrow, the same sort of procedure as would be back at home, but we do wish Team Arthur the best of luck this Saturday. Have you got anything else you'd like to say before we finish, Pat?
No, I'm just, like I said, I'm just honoured and grateful to be here, and you know, hopefully we're going to be bringing that, unifying that and bringing them titles back to Manchester, and what I think it would be for us.
Absolutely. Pat, thank you very much. Honestly, you're the best looking 57-year-old man in here.
Thank you.
I would say so. 57. Passport check on Pat Barrett, please.
I'm fine.